What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Infinite Gains again with another AMC and GME update. So let's just get straight into it. Make sure to like and subscribe, support the channel. But I mean, guys, I pretty much posted this in the Discord. You can see here, posted this yesterday at 7:10 p.m. Posted this little chart thing, and I was like, I kind of gave two outlooks, and I was like, it's probably likely that we go and retest this. I said this in my previous video that you see this volume spike here. So we saw a volume spike going into that $5 range, right? Which is it's bullish because you have a high volume, kind of breakout here, and then we come back and reuse it as support. And I was kind of thinking, okay, well, there's definitely a chance that we go back and retest that this high volume breakout at a psychological level, $5 obviously psychological level. But yeah, I was basically saying, okay, we'll come back down, retest that $5 area, then we can bounce and retest this. Let's say, I mean, it's essentially at $6, so that's $6 retest. So I think that's where we're headed. Obviously tomorrow's Independence Day, July 4th, holiday, so looking into next week, that's kind of my idea. Is I think we're gonna maybe we chop around here at $5, but we are gonna come up and retest that $6 mark, probably going into next week, sometime next week. GME, yeah, GME's building kind of support. We see multiple times that we kind of dive into this zone. Now, this previous dip, so if we do it just a simple horizontal, it did break that recent low. So we did break that recent low by small margin, but it did happen that we kind of dipped below this kind of low, and this kind of spring action kind of occurred. So I think that if we keep building kind of range, if we keep accumulating in this area, we can kind of creep our way back up and ultimately shoot up to this purple line again. And once that breaks, then it's really game on. Then you really know that something's going on here. But yeah, hopefully we're done dipping. Hopefully, I mean, it could take a while. I'm not gonna lie. It could take us the entire month of July. It could take us even late August. I mean, these things are not exactly predictable. I'm seeing TA. I'm seeing research on Reddit and all this different stuff about when this might happen. But it's just reality that we don't know. We don't know when this could happen. But hopefully GME's done dipping, and we can start moving back up to the upside going into next week. So that's AMC and GME. Pretty simple ideas. Another thing I wanted to go over is, I'm sure that everyone's seen this COST thing today. Holy crap, I mean, what even happened? What happened here? Up like 300%. It's pretty incredible. Let's see here. So it's trading at like $4 or $5, man. Went up 328%. That's insanity. And someone posted, actually DD, someone posted, was like, hey, I think COST and GME are kind of related, and I think some kind of short squeeze happened. Like, I'm not gonna say that it was purely off of that Reddit post, but I mean, something happened. Like, and I think that we're kind of catching on, because you kind of realize that these are all kind of the same charts. So if we just go to a weekly, that honestly kind of looks like the GME chart, does it not? Kind of, I would say so. It kind of looks like hold on, it kind of looks like the GME chart. Wait, that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Hey, so maybe this is a kind of a forecast that we do that we do have higher levels coming, but yeah, I just kind of find that, you know, interesting. But yeah, make sure to join the Discord so we can chat. I mean, I'll just put random call outs and stuff out in the Discord, and you know, we can share our ideas and stuff like that. I mean, and it's all for free, so there's really no reason not to join. But AMC, and again, I mean, we can go over this, but I can almost guarantee you that sometime in the future, now I'm not going to pretend that I know when, but I mean, I can just almost guarantee you that we will be going to around $70. Now, like, quite simply, right? So, okay, here's kind of the whole game plan, so we kind of have to go over this. Like, very simply here, you have this, you know, kind of, you have, you know, kind of this pattern here with a breakout, but then also on lower time frames, you do also have, Jesus, let's get rid of this. Like, we go to the 4 hour, you know, and you can kind of see, hey, there's like this, you know, triangular pennant, which is something that I was going to bring up as well. So that's on the 4 hour, right? So I mean, technically, you would take the measurement, all right? So you might take the measurement of your breakout. Let's take that away. You know, and you might, you know, put that as your breakout, and you have some kind of target around that $21 area. So you have that target from kind of like this, you know, triangle breakout, but then you also have a target from here. So this is your initial, you know, kind of waterfall into your kind of pennant, and then you would just do the target from your breakout, and then that would take us to $21 to $22 anyways. So you kind of have two technical you know, patterns showing you, hey, we're gonna shoot to this kind of this, you know, $21, $22 level. So we can just kind of highlight that here, that hey, this is definitely a zone of interest that we're gonna hit next. So we've already kind of broken out of that pennant. So I think, you know, literally in the coming weeks, like, we're gonna move, once we break that $6 range, we're gonna move up to this $21 target. Now, this is really the tricky part. Let's see here, like, if we just take this, I mean, that's not a coincidence that we have this trend here. Now, this is the tricky part. Now, once we hit this $21 range, there's probably going to be a lot of selling pressure, to be completely honest with you. Like, we might go way back down, like 50% drop just off the bat. Now, like, that's like kind of the hard part, is like, you may see a massive dump. Like, you may see a massive dump before you actually rise up to those higher levels. Now, hopefully, we can have reaccumulation in this $21 area, so you'd come up, test this trend, right? And hopefully you can build support, so we don't actually have to see this, you know, crazy dump back to, you know, $6, $7, $8. You would just see us, you know, try to reaccumulate back in this $21 area and then shoot up to these higher levels. Now, my target is the $70 level. And that's a horizontal resistance that I talk about in some of my other videos. Is around that $70 mark, where this is, you know, it's horizontal resistance, and it begins the initial downtrend all the way down to that $2 mark. So this is an important zone in AMC's price history. So next level you need to have your eyes glued on is literally put this trend line on your chart, and it's around like $21, $22, something like that. That's the next zone that you need to be looking at, and like I can almost guarantee you that it is going to hit that line. Like it is going to hit that trend, and we need to be watching if it breaks, right? We like once that 21, once that once this area, once this trend breaks, it's game on. Like it's game on, bro. Like once this trend breaks, we're going to that $70 mark. If $21 breaks, we will go to that $70 mark, that horizontal resistance. Like I would almost bet my life on it. And I know that sounds crazy, like, and I know it sounds kind of maybe arrogant or something. I don't know, but it's. I mean, I can just almost guarantee you that that's kind of what's going to happen. That would be kind of cool. We hit this trend here. Yeah, I mean, holy cow. Let me delete all this. So, what this is kind of interesting here is that we can kind of make a trend on AMC. And I know that I'm getting I know I'm giving AMC a lot of love, and I don't know why. For me, AMC is just a lot easier to kind of chart or like use technical analysis on AMC, and that's just my opinion. Like I don't know why that is. It's just for me. But like you can almost guarantee like if AMC is going up, so is GME. So like I wouldn't be worried as GME holders. Anyways, I just think that AMC has like not more structure, but just like I don't know, it's just easier to chart for some reason. For me. So again, we have these technical targets of just to go back over this. So this is your initial drop, and then you put this at the breakout, and that will take you to that 2152 level, right? So let's again just kind of mark this, and I'll put this in the Discord, just so you guys can kind of see. Let's make this yellow. So this is kind of our point. This is kind of our interest point from that target, from this pennant breakout. So you have that $21 level, but it also lines up perfectly almost with this trend here. Let me make this a little bit more accurate. Settings, extend right line, and that's where you see the breakout happening right here. Is the technical target of this is literally hitting the trend. Is literally hitting this trend. We can just go ahead and extend that to the left and see if you can see anything as well. But wow, so you can kind of see this. You can kind of see this huge triangle pattern here as well. That's kind of interesting in and of itself. Is that you have this huge kind of triangle pattern, and then a huge waterfall out of it. But you can see here, like our first point of resistance that we shot up to in AMC's price history, boom, shot up. Immediately we hit horizontal resistance, guys. Like people kind of underestimate, and it seems really, really simple, but like literally just identifying horizontal resistance on charts is like extremely valuable. And they're going to be points of, high resistance. Like example, this is horizontal resistance. Like I can almost guarantee you that we will see resistance at 33.70. Like you're going to see resistance at that level, and it's really just that simple. You can see that we tested twice here, we tested here, we tested here. And then we literally waterfall right below it. It's very simple. These like to identify these horizontal zones, but it's like they're very important. So we came up, basically just got hit that horizontal resistance, just got smacked down. Now our final target of this technical breakout here is that $22 level. Now what we kind of need to happen is for reaccumulation to occur at these levels, and then boom, shoot up to this trend. Shoot up to this trend, and then we'll probably dump after that, and we can kind of talk about what might happen after after those targets have kind of been reached. Now, like, if we start reaccumulating again, if we start seeing bullishness, okay, there's, like, I'm not even going to go over it, but I mean, there's like very bullish things that could happen depending on what GME does, and kind of depending on what the chart shows us. But this is kind of, in my opinion, what's going to happen, and I can almost guarantee you that we're going to hit that $21 level, depending on when it happens. But I mean, I can just almost bet my life that this shit's gonna happen. Now, when is it gonna happen? I can't tell you. I don't know. Like, we can kind of try to measure like cycles, right? So you can kind of think that, like, hey, this entire section here is a cycle, and you can kind of view, okay, this entire section is a cycle, now we're in this kind of upcycle, and it should take like 6 months. Like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of, things are different. Price always has different context to it. And there are different kind of methods that you could use to try to make time-based targets, but unfortunately, like, in my experience, they just never work out. They just don't. And I think it's just like, kind of foolish to kind of do that. But that's essentially the entire video. GME, same thing. It's, this one's like very, very, very simple. Is that you seriously have this technical target here. It's just a huge bull flag. That's literally just what it is. Like, it's just a huge bull flag. Like, and there's really no other way to even look at it. It's just a huge macro wedge. It's just a huge macro bull flag, and we're building resistance at this horizontal level here, and then potentially mooning to the upside and hitting our technical targets. I mean, if we really hit the technical targets of this flag, I mean, you're going to the moon. Like, you're going to see several $100s, and you can kind of see the same thing happening in COST, where it literally just makes this bull flag on this huge time frame. That we had this breakout. Now, I don't know much. I don't know enough about COST. Like, I don't really know anything about them. And again, you can kind of see that we hit that horizontal resistance and came back down. So another point of support might be here. So yeah, that's kind of where you kind of saw us come back down, and then moon. I don't know. I just, let's see, peaked at 130. I don't know. I think it could go back to 130. I think that is a possibility because this thing has such a low float, right? I think it has something about like 100 million shares, or not even that. I'm not really sure, but I think it does have a very low float. Actually, I don't even think it has a cost shares float. Holy shit! So it only has 5.2 million shares. That's actually insane. That's no wonder it can go up 300% in one day. Bro, like, the Super Stonks Reddit could probably buy the entire company. That's pretty incredible. But yeah, so, like, honestly, COST is a super. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. I think GME and AMC are probably the main plays here. But maybe if you wanna look at COST and do some research on that, I don't know. It seems pretty interesting. It only has 5 million share float. I mean, that kind of catches my attention for sure. But yeah, this is kind of the entire video. Make sure to join the Discord. Make sure to subscribe, and I'm still bullish. And AMC kind of played out exactly as I kind of thought, I was like, we're definitely gonna go back and test that $5 area, which is better, right? You don't want to jump the gun, right? You don't want to jump the gun on these things. Like and I know it sounds maybe counterintuitive, or it sounds maybe like, man, like I just want us to go to the moon like right now, but like you really do want a lot of accumulation. Like you do want a lot of support built, right? So like it's justifiable, right? When you go up to these levels, it's like we don't have to come back down. Like we don't have to come back down and test these levels, because you've already built such a huge amount of support that like it's justifiable that like you can just break through these levels and go higher without having to come back down. And so it's like this, kind of chopping around, this kind of boringness is actually much better in the long term, and is something that you want to see. And I know it sucks because like we're sitting here bored out of our minds. Like please, like at least go up to that $8 mark. Like at least go to that $21 mark. Like, but it's happening. But in due time, it will. We just have to be patient. And I mean, really, the fact. I mean, guys, like. I don't want to sit here and be like, this is 100%. Going to $21, 100% going to 70. Like this is 100% play. But guys, like, I don't know if you were back in here in 2021, but like we were just waiting for it to happen. Essentially, like we weren't even, like we were just sitting on our hands, just like it wasn't even a doubt in our minds that we're like we know this shit's gonna short squeeze. Like we know that this shit's going to the moon. Like we have seen enough evidence to think. One, AMC might even be a fundamental buy, right? So there's an argument that maybe AMC is actually undervalued at $2 freaking dollars compared to its competitors. Like, you understand? Like, yeah, AMC has has debt, has all these, probably not the best in the world, financials, but like compared to its competitors, maybe it's not actually worth $2 a share. Like. You understand? Like, there's an argument to be made about AMC's fundamentals, like by itself, like without a short squeeze. But like, you come up and you squeeze the $13, and then we are accumulating for this long. I mean, what other investments are you looking at? Like what other? Like, this is honestly, it's kind of a low risk investment. Like at this point, it's a low risk investment. Like I don't understand. Like it's too easy. It's honestly too easy. You understand? Like that's kind of the point I'm trying to get across on AMC. It's like this shit is almost free money. And I'm not this isn't financial advice. Like, holy shit, do not cite this video. Like, do not put your life savings in here and come back like, wait, hold on. Infinity was saying like this shit was free money. No, I mean, personally, I think it is, but this is not financial advice at all. But I can almost guarantee you that if you buy here, like I've been making videos since like over here, dog. Like if you bought down here, bro, this shit's almost free money, deadass. Like I'm not even joking. Like this shit is a free investment. Like put your stop loss down here, bro. Like, and do you think that we're gonna go back to 390? Even if we do, that's a fire sale. Like that's literally a fire sale on AMC. Like you can't even lose. Like I don't understand. Like you can't lose in this stock because like unless you think this stock is going bankrupt, which is not founded in reality, it's not founded off objective facts. Like, unless you think AMC is going to go bankrupt, like, you can't even lose. It's, like, kind of the point I'm trying to put across to y'all. It's, like, this technical analysis shit, yeah, I think we're going to go to the moon. I think we're going to go to $70, but, like, that's kind of beyond the point. Like, you can't even lose in the investment. And, like, I don't know. I think it's, like, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, or maybe two in a lifetime, because it already happened in 2021. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like... It's kind of like you like win the lottery once and you're like, wait, this, and then like the same exact setup is happening, and you're like, nah, it's not gonna happen this time. Like, brother, we already won. Like, we already know, like, this shit works. Like, that's kind of the crazy part, man. But yeah, I'm just kind of rambling on at this point. But I just like, man, it's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. But that's pretty much the whole video. Like, 21, going to $21. We may see a big rejection there. I'm not like gonna be honest with you. We may come down bad, like 50% drop down to like that 1040 area, maybe even like 873 from that $21 area. But like, if we manage to break that $21 barrier and like start accumulating in this box, then shoot up to that $70-$80 range here that you see here. So like, that actually makes a lot of sense to me, is to hit that $20 range, maybe accumulate like we did in 2021, and then boom, shoot up to that $70 range. And like, that's the game plan. Like, that's the whole AMC game plan now. Like, when will this happen? Preferably, like, you would see us, hit these levels, right? So I think it's gonna happen in like some like kind of like staircase fashion before you do see like the crazy run up, but it should happen soon. Like, like, I think we should get like an initial pump to $8 to $10 at least during July, and then you're gonna see these crazier price levels probably in late July, mid-August. And I know I said not to put time frames on it, but like, we should begin this like this stair-stepping kind of action soon. Like, we should be testing these levels. Like, I would find it kind of weird to just kind of like chop forever, and then like it just doesn't seem like natural, right? It just doesn't, like, maybe that is the case, like maybe that is what happens, but I don't know. I think you would see some kind of, like, I think you would build support at these kind of maybe psychological or like important levels in AMC, like before like shooting up. I think that's just what's going to happen. But again, that's the entire video. I'm still here. I'm still an ape, and yeah, I may be a dumb ape, but I mean, you only live once, man. Like, and are you really gonna sit? Like, if I lose all the money I have in AMC, yeah, that sucks. That sucks. It hurts. But I'm gonna go on with my life. You understand? Like if I lose every single penny, like if AMC goes bankrupt tomorrow, that stings. That hurts. Okay, that sucks. But at the same time, like, I'm pretty much in the same position in my life. Like, you go to work, you do your daily activities. You just wake up the next morning and you go on with your life. In about 10 years, it probably is not going to matter. Now, if AMC goes to $70 fucking dollars, that's probably going to matter in 10 years. That's probably going to change your entire life. Like, I don't know if it's going to change your life, but it's going to change my life if AMC goes to $70. So it's like, in my opinion, that's just a once in a lifetime opportunity, and that may be naive, that may be looked on as like foolish or something like that. But seriously, like, you're looking at a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Like, if you listen to me as some random YouTuber, like, I hope to make you guys money. I hope that I'm trading this well enough that you guys support me and everything like that. But at the same time, it's like, I'm just a random YouTuber. Like, none of this is financial advice. But at the same time, it's like, I think this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and that's kind of the message. And I know I'm rambling. I know I keep rambling, but like, I know that some of y'all wake up every single day and it sucks that you have to go to work. You wake up, you feel like shit, and you force feed yourself, brush your teeth. You're not even ready to eat breakfast yet, but like, you force feed, and it's like, you commute to work and you work a job that you don't even like, and it's like, I know that's a reality for some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And like, for me, you know, part of my life is kind of like that, where you have this kind of like day after day after day after day, the same old shit. And it's like you have this opportunity, you know, for me, it's like, even if AMC goes bankrupt, like, and I lose all my money in this shit, like, that sucks. Like, it really does. But you have the opportunity to change your life. And it's like, I don't think AMC is going to go bankrupt, right? So, like, AMC is not going to go bankrupt. And even they have some debt due in 2026. But, like if you look at it, we're not even going to be bankrupt in 2026. So, like, you kind of have like a 2 to 3 year kind of lifespan on this trade in which you know the company is not going bankrupt. You kind of know that like you know, this is like an extreme bottom. So at minimum we could go back to at maximum, like, we could go back to $3. So, like, you can't even lose all of your money. You understand? Like, you can't even lose all your money unless you think the AMC is going to go bankrupt. So if you enter now, let's just say you enter at $5. If we go down to $3, like, you lose $2 per share. But, like, you haven't lost your entire investment, which, like, I'm willing to lose my entire investment. Like, seriously. And that may sound stupid, but, like, I am. This is like on a fundamental level, you can't even lose in this trade, and the upside is like your entire life has changed. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not listen to me. Like, seriously. Like, I don't want the FBI knocking on my door and be like, "Hey, yo, this guy in your comment section put all his fucking life savings into this shit and lost all his money." But at the same time, like, I'm low-key speaking facts. And and I know I'm rambling, and I know, like, I probably sound like a crazy person at this point, but, like, I just want you guys to have your life changed. You understand? Like, this is a life-changing opportunity. Like, and I know the position I'm in, and, like, you know, people around the world, like, their lives, they could probably use some extra money. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could probably use an opportunity like this. So I just want y'all to be aware of it. And I'll keep reporting AMC, and I'll keep doing my best. And if I really do think, you know, this investment sucks, like, I'm going to tell you. Like, I'm going to straight up tell you, like, get out of AMC. Like, this investment sucks, and we're dead. Like, we're going to go to, like, 50 cents, like, a share. Like, AMC's over. It's done. Like, and that may be the case. Like, that could actually happen is something that you kind of have to realize. Like, we could literally go to nothing. Like, news could come out tomorrow. Things could change. A huge sell-off could happen. Like, we could just go to nothing. And that's a reality. That's the reality of the trade. But my opinion, like, you have a pretty long lifespan on this trade, and it's like, to me, it's almost risk-free at this point. But I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to end the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to join the Discord. And hope you guys have an awesome 4th of July. I'm going to be taking the day off, the weekend off, to kind of enjoy and celebrate and spend time with my family. But you guys know that I'm here for y'all. So you comment whatever stock you want me to go over. You comment if you have any questions. Join the Discord. Like, we can communicate and whatever. Because I'm here for you guys, and I'm here for all of us to succeed together. And that's kind of the message of the entire video. But I'm gonna stop rambling. End the video. Peace out.